Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oh, I've got proper like just woke up voice. Hope you're all doing really well. I feel like this amazing weather is helping everyone a little bit right now, as you might be able to see by the delightful shiny sheen that's happening on my face. I mean, people pay for highlighter these days, so actually sweaty is in. Yeah, if you can't tell, it's a real hot one. Last night was one of those nights where I think I woke up every 20 minutes. If you're in the UK, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You probably slept pretty much as badly as I did last night. But if you're not in the UK, we're going through a bit of a unexpected crazy heat wave this week. Yesterday it got up to 32 degrees in London. I'm not sure what it's going to be today actually. I mean, it's 9 AM and we're already at 24 degrees today. So it's a sizzler. She's a scorcher. Yeah, looks like it's going to be 32 again today, so get your freeze pops out. We slept on top of the duvet and just had the classic sheet that you pull out of the cupboard for a sweaty night. And now I'll stop talking about the weather, because I swear, like, I do that every vlog now. I make some kind of comment about, oh, the skies are beautiful blue. You can literally look out the window and you probably watch this like 5 days after I filmed it anyway. No one cares. Not entirely sure what today is going to include, to be honest. I'm going to spend a little bit of time sorting myself out this morning because I feel quite gross. I'm going to go and have a nice cool shower. I'm going to wash my face, and I've just got quite a few little bits and bobs that need doing today. I've got to do a post office run with some bits that I sold on Depop. I've got some video editing that I want to do, and I've actually got a little bit of crafting that I'd like to do today as well. I've got a really fun little craft kit I'm going to show you, which I thought was a really cool idea. So hopefully we can make something cool for the house as well. And other than that, we'll just see where the mood takes us, shall we? A little bit of mood lighting, a little bit of mood music. Let's do this thing. I think I'm going to go for this one. And I also want a scrub, so probably... And then we'll do a hair mask too, because why not? Let's go for this one. This is really thick, it feels really nice. So I think a good start to today is going to be giving my face a good wash. I'm gonna go for this one, which I'm really enjoying. This is the Oat Cleansing Balm from the Inky List, and I think if you leave it on for 10 minutes it kind of works as a mask as well, so I'm gonna do that before I have a shower. I'm also gonna give myself a bit of a scrub. This is the Soap and Glory Flake Away, and clearly I haven't put the lid on this properly because it feels slippery and slimy, but it's actually very nice. And I think I might do a hair mask just for 10 minutes as well. I'll bang this on at the start of my shower, and then by the time I finish shaving my legs and stuff, this will have done the job. I really like this one actually, it's great stuff. And that was actually a perfect little segue, because speaking of shaving my legs, actually before I show you this, I just want to very quickly say, I think hair removal is such a personal thing. There's not a lot that's actually more of a personal choice than hair removal. And I believe that it is totally up to every woman, every person to completely decide what you want to do with your body, and whether you want to go for the silky smooth dolphin legs approach, if you want to go au natural and a little bit shaggy, if quite frankly you're a bit lazy and you do it every so often, hey, it's literally all good, totally your decision. And actually that's a huge part of why I love this particular brand, because that's what they're all about. So officially now, the coolest thing in this bathroom, apart from myself obviously, is my new razor. This is my new razor from Estrid. I fully encourage you to go and check out their Instagram page, because it is one of the most brilliant examples of how a brand can be inclusive and diverse. And not only is their whole brand and vibe just completely spot on and everything I agree with and want to see on my social media, also really love the design of their razors. There's something so kind of sleek about them. It is a 5-blade razor. Here it is. It's also a vegan razor. Yep, that's a thing that you might not have ever thought about before. Most razors use animal products in the little kind of like soothing lotion part of the razor, but Estrid doesn't. Estrid uses natural versions, so it uses stuff like aloe vera, shea butter, cocoa butter. The first thing that I noticed about mine is that it's much weightier than razors that I've ever used before. I have only ever found like those very plastic razors before, and that kind of ties in with their sustainability aspect as well, obviously, because having a steel handle is much better than the kind of plastic ones that get thrown away a lot. And the little cherry on top is that Estrid is pretty much half the price of most of the like leading razor competitors, so it's a lot more of an affordable option, as well as being so much more sustainable and ethical. Estrid then works as a razor blade, like a subscription service, and you can choose whether that's going to be every 1 month, 2 months or 3 months turning up on your doorstep, depending on how often you like to shave. I'm definitely guilty of never changing my razor blades and leaving them to get as blunt as an old sock. I think it's great that these ones just turn up on your doorstep, but you are free to change or cancel that at any time. So if you pick up the starter kit, that is part of the subscription as well, but you can cancel that as soon as you want to. And you'll also get, which is really handy, I love this, it's the little wall attachment where you can just kind of slot the razor in, and it stops you kind of leaving your razor lying around in pools of water after your shower and it gets all like manky and gross. So that is Estrid. I cannot rave about them enough. I just think they are the coolest beauty brand around these days. If you are tempted and you're going to grab one of these for yourself, I just can't recommend them enough. If you use the code LucyWood without any extra cost to you, it just means that Estrid are going to donate an extra £1 to the Fawcett Society. So that's just an extra little bonus really. If you are going to pick up an Estrid razor, please use the code LucyWood and we will be donating some money to women's rights in the UK. Thought I'd quickly show you what I'm wearing today to try and handle this insane heat wave. These are my ultimate trusty denim shorts, which I'm always going on about. These are such a total must-have for me in summer. They got me through our holiday in Florida and they will get me through summer in the UK as well, and they're just the absolute best. These are from Monkey. They're like super high-waisted, but they also come down just enough to help your inner thighs fight the hellfire, and I literally can't recommend them enough for like mid-size kind of bodies. I just think they're so great. So I'll make sure to link them down below if you're on the hunt for a good pair of denim shorts. And then I've also paired them with this little t-shirt which has got a little roller skate on it. Thought they would probably be my comfiest option. This wall looks so bizarre when I stand in front of this. It was going to be fairy lights for a lovely video background, and instead now it just looks like some kind of weird barbed wire art installation. Every home has one. Those little rainbow boxes that I've just unpacked, very exciting little delivery. I think maybe I've mentioned this a couple of times, but I'm working on a new little project which I'm really excited about. I'm hoping it'll be ready in time for like August, hopefully, and I needed a little bit of storage for the stuff that I'm using to set that up, and those little crates I spotted online and thought they were just perfect. So I got a little selection of them in all different colours. They were really reasonably priced. I think it was like an offer for 3. I'll make sure to pop them down below, and I just think they're so cute. They're so handy. They come in all sorts of lovely colours. So now that they're sorted, I'm excited. I'm onto my little craftivity of the day. Craft activity. And there's a bit of a story to this one, so let me explain. I feel like there's always a story, isn't there? All these weird, unexpected activities that I've turned my hand to these days since lockdown started. It's really unleashed some kind of beast within me and now I can't stop. I guess it's kind of like the updated version of Average Girl Tries, isn't it? It used to be makeup and clothing, which everyone was much more interested in. And now it's DIY pottery, baby. Everyone watching like, I did not subscribe for this. I subscribed for mom jeans. Please excuse me while I just put a headband on because my hair in my face is so sweaty. I cannot. So I was fully suckered in by an Instagram advert for this. I swear all my money goes on Instagram adverts these days. They're always listening and they're really good at it. It's a little kit by a brand called Sculpt, and it's basically like a little DIY at home pottery kit, which is really fun. To be honest, it was actually quite a long time ago that I bought this now, so I can't even remember what's in it, but you get a pack of clay. Actually, you get 2 packs of clay, a little mystery sac, le sac magique. I mean, these all look like a happy mixture between deadly weapons and picnic equipment. And as I said, I've had this sitting in the office for a little while now. This was bought in the height of lockdown where I was like, I must entertain myself. Like around the same time where you couldn't get a puzzle for love nor money across the world. And I haven't got around to doing it yet, but this week, basically, I found myself on the hunt for a vase. Normally, I would just go on a charity shop hunt and go and find something nice and cheap in a charity shop. But obviously the charity shops are closed. So I started looking online, couldn't really find anything that I loved, apart from this one. I'll pop a picture here. This is really setting up expectations to be quite high, isn't it, for my pottery skills? And a bit like my fruit basket, I was like, hang on a second, I can make that. Yeah, really backing myself here. Now, bearing in mind, have I ever done any pottery before? Absolutely not, but hey, I'm all about the high risk, high reward kind of lifestyle, you know? You gotta roll those dice, you gotta take a chance. And today, that is attempting to turn a block of clay on an extremely warm day into something usable for my pampas grass. Maybe if this all goes horribly wrong, I suppose the good thing about clay is that you can just start again. yellow at all, and I enjoyed that so much. That was so relaxing. Maybe this is going to be a new thing for me. A little bit of a clay moulding. It's not like proper pottery, I'm literally just like pinching and smoothing things basically. I would love like an actual proper wheel so that I could do it properly and have like a proper Patrick Swayze kind of moment. I wasn't quite there today, like, oh my. Patrick Swayze aside, I don't think this is too terrible for a first attempt. I don't think it's too terrible. It is quite wonky. So this is the shape that I've managed to create, which isn't too far off the vase that I was going to buy. I mean, it's not, it looks a bit sad. I might add a little bit of texture to it, I think, with, I've got like a tool here that's got like little grooves in it. So I could do like a little bit of texture in it and it'd be quite cool, I think. But maybe that's just a mother talking. Maybe this is going to be a pot only a mother could love. Sorry about the very noisy background. They're trimming some trees today. But here's my finished product. So now I have to leave it for 24 hours to dry and then do the next bits. So I'll give you an update on this next time I talk to you. Look at that sky. That is unreal. Feels like we're on holiday. Adam's taking on for the team, doing the garden watering with a little beer in hand. That hair clip. And I am just finishing up with a little bit of last minute work before we get some dinner. I just bought these. Shall I drop a link down below? Just bought these sunglasses from a company called Tens, who are, I think they're a couple of photographers who set up a sunglasses company basically.
They're like filters.
They're filters, it makes it work like an Instagram photo basically. So I'm just going to try and see if I can, let me see if I can turn this camera around and try and do it on the camera. Let's get the sunglasses on. And look at that.
Did it work?
Well, sort of.
Oh.
I don't think it does it justice really. But these ones are like kind of a blue at the top and purple at the bottom. But if you...
Yeah, they're really cool. Can't leave a hair accessory on the table anymore. If I go back, it's gone.
I'd like to try them out. I had a scrunchie in the other day, didn't I? Because I was cooking or something and it kept getting my eyes.
Have you mastered the bun yet?
Bun. I'm good at this bit though.
Yeah, the ponytail you've mastered. You're fine with the ponytail. Very nice. You look like the worst kind of hipster. Adam's got himself a beer. I have, of course, got an Aperol. You checking out the tomatoes?
Yeah.
Cheers. So those little plants and seeds that I repotted and put together, these are the tomatoes, which were not looking too great last time. These are absolutely thriving. So you reckon this smells of tomato?
I think the leaves do, yeah. They smell of something.
Are you having me on? They literally smell of nothing. This is the pièce de résistance. Look at these bad boys. They looked so sorry for themselves, didn't they? So those have absolutely had a second wind, buzzing with those. The one thing though that hasn't grown is the one thing I wanted the most, and that's lavender. I really wanted some lavender to put in the garden to, like, for the bees, but the lavender is an absolute no-goer.
Yeah, it's all looking ship-shape except
for the lavender.
What are you doing, mate?
Letting me down.
Come on, lavender brown. My little 1-1.
Drink up, boys.
We have a different technique. I just get the hose and just blast them all.
But these are so delicate and tiny.
Yeah, I only want the strong ones to survive.
We're having a bit of a slightly ridiculous dinner tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, why?
Definitely not the most, like, nutritionally
it's because I saw
posh dinner we've ever thought of.
I saw the TikTok of
a TikTok-inspired dinner.
the people who
Wow.
made it.
Adam's seen this TikTok somewhere which has given him his new life inspiration, where someone had turned their entire dining table into a tray of nachos. Gave him the decision the other day that he was going to make some nachos this week, so we're going to use some leftover chili that we've got in the freezer, and we're going to have nachos for dinner, which... So I think it's quite good timing because it's quite like a pub snacky kind of dinner when the weather's so hot. It's gonna be great. As always, when Adam is concocting a delicious dinner, I am put on the most important duty of the kitchen, the most complex and crucial role of the kitchen. Adam's famous guacamole.
Famous?
Famous with me.
Famous amongst one person. I don't even eat it. I don't even like guacamole.
Well, I can tell you, I can reassure you, it's absolutely delicious, and I'm very excited to have it back in my life.
You want to taste it? Make sure you're happy
I
with
need
it.
a chip. I gotta test this with a chip. Big taste test. I look like an absolute egg. So.
too much.
Everyone always says that being an adult is very hard and very difficult, and there's lots of hard decisions to make and lots of boring things to do, like choosing new boilers like we've been doing this week. But actually it has its upsides as well, because you can make decisions like, let's have nachos for tea tonight, and no one can say nothing. This might be the most delicious looking plate of food I think I've maybe ever seen, served up on an entire baking tray, complete with guacamole. Wow, summer evening and peach wall makes for some quite intense lighting. I mean, I always heard that golden hour was the thing you wanted, but this is plain ridiculous. I'll show you my current setup for the evening. I'm hanging out in the bedroom while Adam's having a Call of Duty sesh downstairs. I thought I'd come up and just have some serene peace and quiet zen time by myself. That includes an episode of season 3 Buffy. I have now already hit season 3. I mean, this will appeal to probably a fairly small number of you because nobody's talked about Buffy for 20 years. But the end of season 2, I'm here for it, because do you know what? I've decided I'm not about Angel, and actually for some bizarre reason I was very much all about Spike. So I hope he makes a return at some point. For some reason, that platinum blonde hair, that very intense British accent, the dry humour. He's like the original Malfoy. So yeah, starting Buffy the Vampire Slayer continues to be my greatest lockdown decision to date. Cannot recommend it enough. It's all on Amazon Prime if you're interested. And a little bit of Buffy viewing for me also goes alongside some very wholesome stitching. This is the latest project from the Craft subscription box that I sign up to. It's a little like home sweet home cross stitch, and I'm doing pretty well with it actually. It's taken a little while because I get a little bit bored of cross stitch. I don't do all that much in one go, so it takes me a little while. Thank you so much for watching. It's so nice to catch up with you guys, so nice to hang out with you for a little bit today. I say it all the time, but thank you so much, times a million always. I'm so grateful for anyone who sticks around to watch this and tune into a little bit of my life every now and again. It's really wonderful. I'm sure I will see you in a couple of days for a little catch up, so take care. Bye. Mwah.